So I've been wanting to talk about this for a really, really long time, and I couldn't figure out how to make more content without talking about it. And I'll explain the timer and everything soon. But you know, the title is important, so I got to talk about it. So there's a longer answer, but there was creative differences, and it's tied to the clock. So I'm going to explain both at the same time. I had a vision for Tales Channel where you could kind of see it when we had my friends who actually have experience in the industry, the game industry, developing games. I wanted it to be more conversational and social, whereas who I was working with was just a little bit more focused on the facts and making sure to accurately report things. I mean, we are a news channel after all, so that's a really good priority to have, and I never would ever get in the way of that. But the social aspect is really tricky. And when I started, there was this understanding that it is tricky, and it was something that I, being a teacher, it's a very social job, so it felt like a good matchup. We could make sure that we were reporting accurately, but also make sure to have an ability to socialize with the community and make sure to find a way to like really receive criticism properly without taking it the wrong way. Because again, I've worked with so many different types of students and different age ranges and different people, because you interact with adults as a teacher as well, parents. And I've learned that people sometimes don't articulate what they really mean. And so this is, I'm going to bring it back to the clock. I've found that when I meet you in person at conventions, Sonic conventions, or just general gaming conventions, that's why I do this. I also did it to make imaginative, silly videos that you've seen on this channel. And that's why it took so long to make this decision, because I love doing that. Obviously I do, because I teach kids and some adults and teens how to make imaginative videos. And because I'm so focused and excited to do that, it takes time away from my ability to do what I truly want to, well, what I truly believe my output should be. Everyone has their own expectations for themselves. And there's, I don't know if you could tell from the way I do parodies, I do have a very particular way on how I want everything to be. And I'm sure you can relate to that in your own creative works. But I couldn't do that while also committing fully to kids and teens and guiding them on that same path. I've done it, and I think there's a part of growing up accepting that I can't do everything. I'm excited by so many things, which is why I'm excited to meet you guys, and that's why I'm doing this clock thing, because something about having a timer on screen proves everything is untampered, but it also gives an exciting race element to it. I have a habit of rambling, and I can constantly look at it to make sure that I'm concise. Keep myself on track, of course, because I don't want to clickbait too much. But this is about Tales Channel. And so the reality is we just had different ideas on what Tales Channel should be. I never disagreed with the top priority being news. I mean, Tales Channel news. But, I mean, it ended, so I don't believe the other side saw what I saw. I thought that we did initially. Anyway, I got 30 seconds, so I'm going to use that to just explain a couple things about this format. I hope to do this with multiple topics. I have always been kind of restricted by my kind of high standards for myself, like I talked about before, for imaginative stuff. But I've finally committed to having a conversation with you guys. So feel free to comment things that sometimes aren't related to the video I'm talking about, but are semi-related, because I want it to be a chain of videos. All of them are connected. So I'll see you next time. Peace.